motions that go on. Those massive 3-wheel motions that they have in real life.
Yeah, I completely agree. Next battle up is going to be Martinez Ostrika.
No, we are skipping that one. I think we're going on to Jackson J and Mule. I think that's the one we're going on to. Because I think there's a slight difficulty with one of the drivers beforehand. Either from Matt or Martinez.
Mule Leyrud, the man
Yes.
who is touring Kavia in a little poop box Supra.
He calls it a shitbox, and he's going to piss off a lot of people with that.
Yes,
it's a very famous Supra as well, being is it the Drift Monkey Supra, if I'm correct?
Yep, that's the one.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah. And a very famous car, and he just calls it an absolute turd. Yes. So I imagine all the fans of Drift Monkey and of that car are not going to be the happiest when they hear that. Ooh, we have Seth coming up to the line.
So apparently we we have Seth Hodges doing a run.
Is there something we have missed? We're just having a quick break with him whilst everything's being set up for the next few runs.
Looks like Max Cotton might actually be driving the RPS 13 2JC. Believe he's not sticking, or he's not driving his usual V8. So, should be interesting.
Very interesting. I wonder why using the Stefanov replica rather than choosing something that would probably be a little bit closer to his car.
Maybe done a pretty solid run actually. Day, but there you go. Oh, okay. So we got all the boys practicing now.
Yep, it's all just the boys are just practicing for all of this. So okay, well, okay.
All right.
It doesn't seem very organized.
Yep.
Robbie getting in there in that PS13, actually burying the bump. Actually, oh my god!
Ooh.
That wouldn't have been done so.
He should become an RTI driver for that bumper budget that would have been caused.
Yeah, truly.
We should be getting ready for battle soon, we're hearing.
Just starting off again.
Yes, we're just having practice go on. We're getting these last few runs in. Just seeing for all the drivers of the semaphores working from them, I'm hearing. I mean, we were hearing this over the TGDC series, weren't we? And that a few drivers weren't having the semaphore working for them.
Yeah, and it's very unfortunate when that happens with TGDC being a actual professional
series.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's very... It's rough when that happens. Or something that's...
Sometimes even to the driver's faults, it will just be CSV sometimes not even just working. So that's kind of the game of Seto, of some things just not working the way they want to.
Yeah. This game likes to not cooperate.
Yeah, even at the top level, like at VDC or ESDA, some things just don't work. Just everything within a Seto sometimes decides that it just doesn't want to work.
No. All right,
like a battle.
Martinez Ostrika versus Matt Alenius in our first battle, coming up here in a minute. I think the last final practice run's being done right now.
Yes.
Been practicing on Long Beach with actually a lot of these guys.
A lot of these drivers were doing very well from all the practice I was seeing.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
we are hearing that Max Cotton is driving in third-person view.
interesting.
Very interesting. We are hearing from our judges that he cannot see anything when he enters the first corner.
So
this is great. Very interesting.
Yeah, that's.
Wonder if there's some strategy towards that, or if it's just.
There definitely is. There's a bit of.
Yeah. Is there something? Yeah. Is there something we're missing from a very talented young driver and a Drift Masters driver that maybe just using third-person view is the way?
Hey man, whatever works.
Yeah. Whatever works. You have people doing first-person camera, roof cam, third-person. Maybe VR with some of these drivers. Who knows? But maybe Max Caution might have the way of where we're going. Everyone having to use third person and just not see anything when we're entering. We are setting up for our first battle. We're just waiting for the second driver to arrive. Yes. Could be wrong, but isn't the second driver, Martin Ostrika, isn't he a VDC driver or an ESDA driver, if I'm wrong? Yes, he is.
I believe he is a VDC driver.
Yes. We're still waiting for Ostrika to come up to the line. There's just some drivers doing a practice lap. Oh, are they coming to the line? Don't really know a lot about Matt, do you, Ian?
Matt, no, I actually don't think I do. I have never seen him before.
This might be his first round. He might do very well and take it. Who knows with this competition? Yeah. Anyone can take it. Plus, just to remind the people at home, there's nothing actually being winning for this other than just bragging rights, and that's it. It's just a fun comp just to get some of the drivers back into shape for the next season coming up.
Yeah, nothing serious.
Ostrika is coming up to the line.
Drivers getting ready, warming the tires a little bit.
A very interesting way to warm up your tires.
Indeed. All right, coming off the line.
That was definitely a jump, 100%. But
or is Ostrika not seeing the semaphore?
One or the two.
Yes.
All right, we're getting a restart in chat.
We are getting one restart. Very interesting.
So apparently Martinez Ostrika cannot see the semaphore, so it was the issue that we were discussing not even 10 minutes ago about how brutal it is when it happens. But here we go. And off the line, drivers coming fast out of the starting chicane, main straight into that first big flick. Driver staying with him, Matt staying right with Martinez. Oh, and a big
Matt going straight into the wall.
The left rear end of Matt completely mangled.
And Ostrika,
maybe not though. Oh, and Martinez also hitting the wall. Oh, and contact as he goes to the man. What's happening? It's hard.
See, you wouldn't get anything like this.
That is not what you like to see.
No. Not at all.
As Ben Somerville would say, drifting was not the winner.
No. A great man, and he's a very wise man with stuff like that being said.
Fantastic hair.
Yes, fantastic hair. And fantastic voice as well.
Yes. I've fallen asleep to it numerous times.
All of us have, and it's a beautiful voice just to listen to.
Yes.
And having a very interesting season for him to commentate over.
Indeed. Alright, drivers getting ready here. Getting ready to launch. Matt coming off the line.
And Ostrika stopping.
Looks like it was
Is it going to be a jump? Is it going to be a restart, maybe? We might have a restart.
if we're doing TGDC rules, the driver that couldn't see the semaphore actually was at fault when something like this happened, and they would actually just lose the battle.
That is right. So we go off of those rolls?
He jumped, is what you said? Oh, okay. Well, apparently Martinez was supposed to get a start being typed in the chat.
They're going to restart the whole lot again, both runs again?
Yeah.
From what we're hearing.
All right.
Wow.
Well, round 2. Oh, round 3, actually.
Yes. Let's see if Ostrika can get this win again. Ooh.
Well, we're doing... Okay. Mistake.
So we're doing the chase again. Here we go.
Yes.
Let's see again.
Martinez,
Here we go.
This Matt. Oh!
Ostrika not going again. Very
okay, so
peculiar.
Martinez, what's happening here is Martinez is asking for the judges to start him in chat, so to count down 3, 2, 1, go.
He's asking for that to happen in chat, and
ooh. Apparently from our judges, Matt didn't see what's going on in the chat, and the judges aren't very happy what's going on, and he's not paying attention.
Small confusion, yes.
Yes.
Martinez back up to the line. Already done his lead, rerunning his chase run.
Yes, now we're just waiting on Matt just to come. Here we go.
Alright, let's see if it's done correctly this time.
Will we be able to get an actual battle going off? We're hearing that both drivers are ready. They should be getting ready.
Line.
Here they go. They're both off the line.
Back coming through that start chicane, flicking big into that first. Martinez following close behind, not letting him the gap. Staying right on Matt's corner panel, making sure that Matt doesn't open up a gap between them. Matt should be angled perfectly between both of the drivers and maintain that distance. Matt going really wide on that last.
Overtaking at the last minute. Ooh.
Stuff like we've seen in FD this weekend in qualifying, going a little wide on that last turn, hitting the inside clip, just going a little out wide on the exit.
Yes, very interesting chase as well. It looked like he was having to slow down quite a lot and use his left foot just to slow down to not hit into him in the first corner.
Yeah, definitely. I observed that. It's a tough call.
It's a very tough call. Let's see which way the judges take it. Ostrika takes the win, from what we are hearing. He goes on to the top 16. And next up we have Jackson J and Emil Load. Two very good drivers, two very talented drivers. Emil being media for Drift Monkey back in the day, and Jackson J, I'm not really sure about. There's not really a lot I've heard about him. What about you, Ian? Do you know a lot about this Jackson J?
Maybe Jackson Lay.
Lay, not J. Never mind.
Yeah, but I've driven with both of these drivers numerous times. Yeah, they're good friends, honestly. But they, Jackson Lay, I've been practicing with over the weekend, just in public lobbies or just servers, but no time for that. Here they come off the line, launching quickly into the first turn. Lay coming smoothly in that S14-9 through that first inside clip.
Emil needs to close that gap to...
Yeah, through the third. Little wide through that last inside clip. Jackson. But Emil doing his best to stay with it.
Jackson's going to be penalized definitely penalized a little bit for missing a clip.
Definitely.
Emil though doing a great chase in that Mustang. Very solid chase and very Good lead from Jackson. Just wish from the beginning Emil closed it right at the beginning and had great proximity all the way around. Here they go, they switch it around. Emil in the lead, Jackson in the chase.
Off the line, coming fast through that main straight. Big flick by Emil into that first turn. Jackson trying to stay close behind, but Emil letting a little gap open up between them. Big angle through all of those outside clips, right up onto the wall on all of them. Same with that, wow, same with that last outside. Big steady angle flick into that last inside clip. Little contact with the wall, and Jackson spinning, making big contact in the rear and the front left.
I think that's going to be an easy call for the judges, and I believe that could be Emil just going straight through to the top 16.
I believe so too. That would be my judgment.
Yes, but we aren't the judges here, and that isn't our job because we would not be the greatest of judges.
I don't think so either.
No.
I mean, I don't think I do bad. I might just, as people who have seen me judge in the past, and I just say some stupid stuff. Don't make stupid calls, just say some stupid stuff. You know?
I mean, that's what we're here for, to say stupid stuff online for the people's entertainment. And it looks like Emil is doing celebratory donuts. And we haven't heard of doing a... And he's had a couple of beers as well, and this is just a PSA, don't drink and drive, because this is what Emil has done, and he has had quite a few to drink before this.
He is the drunken bear at the wheel of an S5D Mustang, a Spec 5D RTR Mustang.
And I think Emil is just deciding that he just doesn't want tires.
Yeah, he'll have to go change those before the next run, definitely.
Yeah, it's surprising how long we're staying on for.
It's just money. Just burning away.
Yep. It's a one more time from what we are hearing. Wow. We are both wrong, Ian.
Yes. No, yeah, I really think that was going in Emil's direction, but
maybe
I think
we can get told from the judges.
Yeah, yes. No, definitely.
Maybe we can get a word on that call of why they've chosen it one more time. So, very interesting call. One more time from both of them.
This next run going to be Emil leading on this. Well, no, sorry, Jackson leading on this first run. Emil chasing.
Yes.
2JZ versus RY45 once again.
Yes. Of the James Dean replica, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
So, only if this battle would go down in real life, James Dean's S14.9 and the... No.
Getting ready to launch off the line.
Any moment now.
Waiting for those lights.
This might be a very long wait for the lights to start. Pardon? We're getting cool that they're just going to send it soon. I would like to see Emil have a bit better of a chase on this time around. He needs to get a little bit closer, I think, just to close the deal.
Both drivers coming off the line, coming quickly to that structure. Emil trying to stay with Jackson to that straight coming into the first corner. Big angle from Emil, getting almost twice the angle as Jackson. Jackson coming smoothly through that first and second outside clip. Emil having to rev that Mustang as much as he possibly can to get and stay up next to Jackson. Jackson completely missing that first inside clip, unfortunately. But other than that, Jackson and Emil were both smooth through all of those outside zones.
A great chase from Emil. Could have been a little bit closer again, but let's see how they switched around. A great lead from Jackson. Let's see if they switch it around. Will Emil settle the deal and get a win this time round, or will it be Jackson to take it home?
Drivers coming off the line. Emil coming through that Tsujigiri in that RTR Mustang. Big flick into that first turn for both drivers. Oh, but little bobble straight from Jackson in the chase. Emil doing the same as last run, scraping those walls and coming very close to making contact in that RTR smoothly through all of those outside and inside west from Emil. A little struggle from Jackson in the chase. Emil just driving off. Doesn't want to.
Yes, he doesn't want anything with this. I think once you're in the RTR Mustang, I think you have to get into the mindset of just not having any care for any bumpers and just having no bumper budgets like the actual drivers do.
Yes.
I think that's the way to go for all of it. Once again, he is doing donuts as we're waiting for a call. And once again, this is just most likely, I think he just crashed into Jackson as he was trying to do donuts. Fantastic. And he's nearly crashed into him again. This is going very well. This is probably a very good time for a PSA of don't drink and drive, because this is mainly just that. And now they're doing donuts together. I think this time around it might just be Emil to take the win. What do you think, Ian?
I think that probably is the case as well.
Or will it go one more time again?
There's also a chance that it could have been a lot closer in that chase, in that first run. But we shall see.
Still waiting on the judge's call. Whilst we're just getting smoked just on the start line of just two drivers just doing donuts and just causing carnage. So you wouldn't see this in FD Long Beach, just two drivers doing donuts right in front of the start line, would you?
Definitely not. I don't.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if this had happened? We're getting a replay of this run. Still a very good battle to have. I think they've stopped their donuts, it looks like. They've stopped doing donuts, and I think one of them have either run out of tires or fuel. The judges have called for a replay. They're still making a decision. They've left for the replay for our judges. We're still waiting on a call. This is a tough decision, it looks like, Ian, for both of our judges.
Yeah, definitely. There was some mishaps from both drivers in both their leads and their chasing.
Yes, mistakes on both sides. Will it go either way for both of them?
This is a long one.
This is a very long call we're waiting for still. Yes.
Two judges
We're waiting on one more call to wait on. We have no idea which way the judges have gone in the first two call, but let's wait and see. Ian, I don't know about you, but I'm on the edge of my seat here waiting for this call.
Yeah, I'm, it's definitely suspenseful.
Yes. This is still a very long wait for both of our judges. At least it's still a lovely day in Long Beach and a very sunny day for us to be competing on.
Definitely.
Only if it was the same here as a dark, rainy UK.
Yes.
Yes.
It's very sunny here in California, but it is. Yeah, maybe not so much over there.
Still waiting on a call. This is very long wait. Judges seem to be can't really decide. It sounds like.
Emil Leyrud takes the win.
And our other judges chose. Our other judges chose one more time as well. Very interesting choice.
Drivers on the line. Robbie Malkowski chasing Seth Hodges. PS13 versus RTR Mustang. Seth, big feint and flick in that first turn. Robbie following close behind, not letting any space open up between them. Very smooth line from both drivers. Robbie letting off a little bit, but very big angle from both Robbie and Seth. Making it so that there is a gap between them through that last section of the course. All around a good run from both drivers there.
Both are good runs from both of them. Let's see if they can switch around and do the same again. Very good lead from Robbie. From Steph. Let's see if Robbie can do a very good lead and lead now. Robbie in the LSX S13, Steph in the Spec 5D RTR. Oh, here they go off their line.
Coming into that first turn. Big flick from Robbie. Seth making the gap close ever so gradually. A lot closer than Robbie was in the midsection of that. Robbie coming into that final turn. Big flick. That was a pretty equal run. I mean, all around Seth.
Both equal runs.
Yeah.
Steph just might have been a bit closer on his chase than Robbie was.
Definitely.
This is going to be a hard one to call again for the judges. Most of these runs have been very hard for our judges to call, haven't they?
Definitely.
I would not like to be in the judge's seat right now, having to call these runs.
Yeah, it's a hard decision.
Very hard decision. Once again, are we going to get celebratory donuts, or are we just going to get nice posing cars? I think we're just getting nice posing cars from both of them this time, and not drunken donuts from like what Emil was doing in his last run.
Well, when it comes down to it, this is a battle between Chevy and Ford, really, because LSX versus RY45.
The battle of the ages. This has been a feud that has been going on. You're either a Chevy person or a Ford person.
I'm personally a Chevy guy, but
see, I disagree with you on that. I'm a Ford person myself.
I like me some Chevys. Some guys.
See, there might be a fight now within the commentary booth.
There might be a battle.
Steph has taken that.
Yes.
From what we're hearing from her.
Seth Hodges taking the win over Robbie Malkowski.
Now we have Max Cotton against Zach.
I know Robbie could have done better than he did, but
he has next round to improve, hopefully.
yes, definitely. All right, Zach coming off the line with Max chasing very close behind.
Ooh,
Zach actually opening up a gap between him and Max, but Max not letting that happen for long. Max is closing that very quickly, keeping that angle very close to Zach. Woo! Close transition, little nudge, little tap just to let him know he's there. But that was pretty ridiculous. Max got lost by Zach in that S14-9, but I will say that S14-9 is incredibly quick. So
yes, the S14 is incredibly quick off the start, and there's a bit of a gap, but we have to remember that that Max is in third-person camera and can't see the first corner.
This is true, yeah. So he's at a disadvantage in a way.
Yes, but he did clean up his chase towards the end, closed it up.
Yep.
All right, well here we go. Max caught off the line. Zach chasing him very close behind. Big flick from Max, getting close to that outside wall and coming smoothly. Straightening out. Max caught into the wall in the first turn. If Zach can complete this run, the win will automatically go to him. And would you look at that? Zach coming across the line, making it so he takes the win against Max in this round, moving him on to the top 16.
Such a shame to see Max Cotton straightening and just going straight into the wall.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate to see.
A very talented driver, and he's going to have a very interesting season ahead of him for Drift Masters. He did very well last season for Drift Masters.
But Zach is quite happy with the performance.
Yes, he's definitely going to be fist bumping the air and gloating that he's beat the Drift Master. One more time.
Too soon, because this is a one more time.
One more time. From our judges, we've been told it is a one more time.
Alright, let's see. Let's see what happens.
I think Zach is going back for tires.
Yes, I believe so.
And I think so is Max as well. Just coming up to the start line. Max warming up his tires. I'd like to see him a little bit closer in this chase right at the beginning.
Definitely.
But he is at a little bit of a disadvantage view-wise.
Yeah. But that is a self-endowed disadvantage, so.
Yes, it's a view he's chosen, it's a view he's gone with. If you take a look at his live streams, he drives like that in every single live stream he does.
Yep, works for some people.
Yeah. I remember back in the day there was a VDC driver that did the same as well. They had a third person.
Yep, I remember that.
Yes. Here they go again.
Here we go. Zach coming off the line, Max in the chase, making sure to stay up close next to him throughout this run. Big flick from both drivers. Max staying a lot closer this time to Zach, making sure that the gap does not open up to the first half of that run. Just keeping proximity through the whole thing. No nudge this time. Beautiful run from both drivers.
A great chase from Max this time. With a lot closer from entry this time.
Much more of what we wanted to see.
A little bit more aggressive, like the Max we've seen in Drift Masters and in the British Drift Championship. Let's see as they switch around. Zach in the chase and Max in the lead. Will Max be able to get in a run this time?
Drivers coming off the line. Max Cotton leading in Zach. Big flick into the first turn from both drivers. Zach staying very close behind Max. Nicely through that second and third outside zone.
Big send into the last corner, completely blowing out that inside, which should make for a tough call for the judges.
Yes, great battle on both sides on the first lead and the seconds as well. This is going to be very tough to call. And a great lead to see that this time has Max done it. Now they're doing joint donuts together at the start line.
Let's see which one of these drivers are going to be moving on to the top 16.
Which way is it going to go? Let's see.
If Zach ends up winning this, he'll get to feel that satisfaction that he was going to feel before one more time. Max win this, he'll frankly be lucky because of the
Yes.
the shot time you got. So
it's either you have the ego to beat a Drift Masters driver, or it's just a Drift Masters driver just winning.
yes,
It's just as simple as that, really, isn't it? Zach has taken the win over Max Cotton. We are hearing. Wow, that is a very interesting call. Now he's probably going. And now we are going to reset server and take a quick break, and we'll be back.
That
soon.
is the first half of the bracket done.
Yes.
We'll see you soon.
Yes. Ian, I think you need to leave the server and join back in again.
Let me do it. Wait, why am I in the Altezza? I picked the Abarth. I literally loaded in the Abarth. Yeah, I'm still selected on the Abarth.
Okay, we're still live, right? All right.
Ian, you gonna put your stream back up?
Yeah, give me 2. For sure.
Quick shout out to Rise for doing the semaphore this evening.
Thank you. He is a good man. Good. Oh no, he's a good man. Does good art.
Yes, very great art. We just have practice going on right now.
Unfortunately, we have a couple drivers not turning up for
That's what we are hearing.
For this bracket, which is frustrating, but it's all right. Happens. For one reason.
It's sadly the sport of this competition. Just drivers having to bow out, but might cause for some interesting battles for the top 8 for some of these drivers.
Alright, well looks like the first battle is going to be Mikey Vera versus Ethan Manema. Mikey leading. unfortunately, there will be 2 bye runs this half of the bracket. Brandon Stacy will be getting a bye run against Ilya Stiklari and
beautifully done.
Almost. I don't know. And
This is where we get cancelled again.
Yes. Let's see, and then Will Sampson is also getting a bye run against Haley King.
It's a shame that those drivers couldn't turn up, but it's what happens in the sport. Some drivers just aren't able to turn up to some of these rounds. It is what happens. Still some practice runs going on whilst we're just waiting. Okay.
All right. Well, looks like we're getting back up started. Mikey Vera pulling up to the line, the lead, leading in Ethan Manema.
2 Toyotas going at it.
Yes.
2 very similar setups with 2 JZs. Off the line they go.
Mikey Vera flicking into that first turn, even staying with him, not letting a gap open at all. Not letting the gap open through the first transition either, staying right with Mikey, matching his angle absolutely perfectly. That was a
great lead from Mikey and a great chase from that chase driver that we have from Ethan.
That was probably one of the best runs that we've seen all night.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
A very good battle to have. Let's see if the second half holds up as the same as the first half.
Ethan was right with Mikey, just matching angle.
Let's see if Mikey can hold up his own, keep up with that GT86. I remember from TGDC, it was one of the fastest cars as well.
Yeah, Definitely like top 2.
All right, Ethan Minema coming into the first turn smoothly. Mikey lagging a bit behind, going a little deeper than he wanted to. But closing in that gap on Ethan, making sure not to let the big one open. Staying at nearly the same angle, shallowing a little bit up and a little late
running
on the
over that last clip, it looked like.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate. I think I have a call for this, but
What is your call going to be?
I think I think we agree on this one. Just because of Ethan's chase, I think Ethan definitely would take this one. All right, well, after the judges called this, just got word Nathan Lamping versus Stacy.
Ethan has won that.
Ethan Minema takes the win, moving on in his GT86 to the top 16. Next battle, as I just said, will be Nathan Lamping leading in Brandon Stacy.
A last call just to come in as a reserve spot.
Brendan Stacy, sorry.
Yes. Just the last driver just decided to come in.
Nathaniel
as it was going to be a buy run, but at least there's now going to be a battle.
Yes, definitely. It would have been boring buy run. But Nathaniel is in that beautiful S14-9. Waiting in the lead position for Brendan.
Brendan.
To the line, my apologies. And I think Brendan is in the RB28, if I remember.
I think as well that is right.
Yeah.
And now there's my dog barking. This is great.
Beautiful.
Still waiting on Brendan to come up to the line. Just checking everything. Just making sure everything's wrong with the drivers.
Nathaniel is taking by the looks of it.
He's taking a run. There might be a little bit of communication issues from the drivers to the judges.
All right, well, here we go. I believe Nathan should be leading there.
Drivers having to switch around. Let's see. Should be Nathan in the lead.
Right? Well,
apparently Brendan's going to be doing his lead run. Brendan, OB28 S13.5, and there we go. Oh, sorry. I was having trouble finding the camera. All right. Oh, Brendan. Oh no.
I just missed
Brandon going into the wall straight away,
yeah,
it looked like.
that was not. Yeah, I just clicked in as they were coming into the first turn, but it looked like they were smooth through that first turn, and Brandon took it a little wide and ended up making big contact with that. And
Now they're having to switch around.
yes.
So it's just 0-0 on both sides. Let's see if just Nathan can just take this.
Here we go.
Great thinking from the start.
Oh, and Brendan doing the same thing in the same spot in the chase as well. Very unfortunate. That's going to look like a win for Nathaniel. Very nice run for Nathaniel, wasn't it?
Yes. I think all he really had to do, since it was just on Brendan's fault, was just to go across the line drifting, which he did very well. So I think that's going to be just a very simple call of just Nathaniel taking the win. But we don't know. Might be a restart. We might see it happen again. It has happened before earlier. Let's see. We're just waiting for our judges to make the call. Just waiting for some of the judges just to make some calls on this. Nathaniel has taken the win. I think that was a pretty even call to choose. Will Sampson just taking his buy run? I think that's what's going on.
Well, if that's the case, Will is having a welcome! Okay, well, very good run until you had a little flippity-floppity on that last one.
Yeah. Deciding to just do a backwards entry into the last corner.
Yeah.
As you do. James Dean, eat your heart out.
Yes. Indeed.
Just very simply just doing that just to get onto the top 16. Now we're just waiting for... I think we had to go back a battle from that. I could be wrong.
Yeah, so we're going to be running Brandon Carter facing Pepe Ruiz in this next battle. Brandon leading him.
You were just waiting for some of our drivers just to turn up. As we've just sat here, we'd like to thank ESDA for providing the track for this round of beautiful Long Beach. And thank our semaphore as well from Rise for his art. Doing a great job just pressing a button and turning on the lights for all our drivers. Would just say as well, just to... Who is it again to the shout-out? Ricky Alves? Jiggy Alves will say that we'll shout out to you, and we'll give him... There will be Castle Coombe for you when Dan gets the chance just to sort this all out, and he'll give it to you soon.
All right. Next battle up is going to be Tanner Doherty
facing Johan Garcia. Johan, the man Johan. No, I'm joking. Johan. They'll be facing off. Both very good drivers, driven with them quite a lot. Both good friends of mine.
Yes, two very good friends of ours and two very good drivers.
Yeah.
Both are doing very well in their respectful series from beforehand. Let's see how they do in this battle. Don't think either two has battled before. I could be wrong though. Or have they? No. We're just giving some of our drivers just a test run as they're going to do it, just to feel out the tracks and the temps. There will be some drivers that will say that the temps feel different. It does happen.
Indeed.
Even some of the high-level VDC drivers have that sometimes. We've just been told that Memphis has turned up. Wow, this is a very interesting turn of events. Memphis was saying that he wasn't coming, but he has turned up. Let's see if he's actually going to battle. Coming to the line, we have Johan Garcia and Tanner Doherty. Tanner in the RTR Mustang, Johan in the LSX S13. As lights come on.
All right, drivers off the line. Tanner Doherty in that RTR Mustang. And Johan Garcia facing very closely behind him.
Ooh, missing a clip on the first corner, it looks like.
Yeah, but Johan staying right next to him, and Tanner
missing a clip again.
Yeah, but smoothly through that fourth outside and the first inside, but Johan staying smoothly with him despite all the discrepancy.
Not the greatest lead from Tanner. He was looking great before in his practice runs. We're doing great leads and chases. I wonder what's going on. Maybe there's something going on with his Mustang of it. Not doing the traditional style we've just seen from most of the RTR drivers this evening. Doing the whole bumper budget and going into all the walls. Pulling a Chelsea Denofa.
Dude. Here we go. Johan taking a nice smooth line through that first turn and into that first outside clip, and then smooth through that second outside clip, fast into that third. Could be a little deeper in the zones. Nice and deep into that fourth outside, and then halfway into that first outside, the first inside, sorry. But all around, very good run from both drivers. Tanner staying pretty close through that whole run, so doing a
very good chase from Tanner, but I wish he could have done better in his lead. But I think this is going to probably go in the way to Mr. Garcia for his.
Yeah, it's taking the look.
But we could be wrong again. Who knows? Like, once again, we are commentators. Let's not give commentators curse. That has been mostly done. Now they are doing donuts at the start line, and Dan is just driving into a wall. We've got one call coming in.
Waiting on two judges.
Two others. We are waiting on the judges just to make their calls. Johan Garcia has taken the win from this, and he goes on to top 16.
To face, let's see.
I think we haven't done that battle yet. Or have we?
All right. Well, the bracket's gotten a little mixed up, but we have. Yeah.
Now Jack Drake and Austin Neal at the line.
We have, yeah, and after this, I believe we're doing Brandon Pepper Ruiz, but yes, 2JZ versus 2JZ, S14 versus S13.
Two very popular cars.
Yeah.
One mainly because of a name.
Yes.
And the other just because it's really good.
Yes, indeed. Here we go, though. Drivers counting down and off the line. Jack Drake coming fast and fast down that main straight. Feinting and flicking into that first turn. Very nice and smooth through that first outside clip. Missing that inside, but staying smooth through that first, second, and third zone. A little tap from Jack on that third outside. Slow rotation to angle and really shallow through that last outside and barely even hitting that last side clip.
Very good lead from Jack, and it was still very questionable as well from Austin. Let's see how they switch it around. Oh, the start line went off, but
from our drivers. Austin Neal coming strong into that first turn. Big flick into that first inside clip. Smooth through it. Smooth through the first and second outside zones. Austin really staying steady on his line and scraping those walls. Jack staying right with him. Very nice transition from both drivers on that last zone. And across the line.
The judges are wanting a replay. They're going back through. Are they watching it on a replay?
We are watching it on a replay. And Austin Neal.
Austin Neal has taken the win over Jack Drake.
Jack Drake is a BDC Pro 2 driver.
Jack Drake, from what I've been told, is a BDC Pro 2 driver. A British Championship Pro 2 driver. I did not know that. I hadn't seen him in here before.
Unfortunate there.
Very interesting. We seem to have a lot of Pro IRL drivers this evening. From Max Cotton to Jack. Hopefully we can get some more for the next round.
Try and say this now. Try and say his name, go on.
Go on, Ian. You attempt that name.
Let's see. Davis Alexander Minkins. If that's it, I really apologize. And then Ed Edvards is in chasing him in the same car. Both RPS 13s, both 2JZs. And we shall see. Drivers off the line. Edvards chasing in Davis. Very smooth from both of these drivers. Looking like they're comfortable chasing each other. And as I say that, Davis takes that big nose in onto that right wall on that second clip. But relatively smooth through the rest of the run. Ed kind of shell shocked from that occurrence, but you know, it very good at very good job staying with Davis for that whole run.
Yes. Like how I had to just throw you under the bus at the beginning of trying to figure out that name and seeing how that goes.
Yeah, I think I did all right.
Either that or we're just going to get told off later.
Yeah.
Yes. But a very interesting lead from Davis. Let's see if he can clean it up in his chase and force a mistake.
Drivers off the line, coming through the starting chicane. Ed coming strong into that first turn, very fast. Davis a little deeper and lagging behind, very close to that first wall. Ed comes, and Davis doing a good job of keeping proximity for the most part.
Ooh.
Oh, a little correction. Not little, but a correction from Davis in the end.
Yes, there was a massive gap from the beginning.
Slightly lagging there. I apologize, but that was an interesting one, definitely. And I don't think that is unfortunate. I don't think that would be going in our friend Davis's favor. So
no,
fortunate.
Very good battle indeed, but they could have done a little bit better from Davis. Hopefully next round he can improve on his driving. Hopefully we'll get to see him come back.
Indeed. What will the next battle be?
Next battle is, I believe,
All right. Well, Davis has taken the win over Ed Edmonds. Very shocking, honestly. I thought that. All right. Well, yeah, Davis takes the win over Ed Edmonds. Not what I would have picked, but I am not a judge. All right, we have Memphis Silva on the line with Kristaps Coutons chasing him in the chase position. Both S13s. One is a coupe and one is a hatch. One is a V8 and one is a inline six. Both drivers ready at the line. Countdown. Here we go. Coming out the line through that start chicane. Memphis Silva. Or Sylvia, sorry. Oh, Kristaps Coutons trying to enter behind Memphis. Both drivers hitting the wall and collision on that first zone. What happened? Oh, man. That is so unfortunate. That is not what we wanted to see happen. Oh man, you hate to see it. Both drivers making contact in different positions, different places along the course, looking like this is going to be a rerun.
I will tell you in a minute when I find out. They are writing.
Well, my Wi-Fi nearly dropped me on the first half of the battle, so I didn't exactly see what got to happen.
Well, to put it in short, basically, right. Memphis was leading Memphis. Okay, so they're doing a restart on the first run.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Never mind, you don't need to explain it. We just get to see it again from me.
Yeah. Memphis just entered, and then Kristaps went a little late and hit the wall, and then Memphis also hit the wall. So
they're starting the whole lot over again.
Here we go. Memphis Sylvia leading in Kristaps Coutons. Once again, LSX versus 2JZ. S13 versus S13.
Memphis just warming up his tires.
Looks like the lights are getting ready. Both drivers on the line, ready to go. Lights are counting down, and Memphis Sylvia pulling off the line fast through that first start chicane and down the straight. Nicely into that first turn. Little wobble on the initiation from Memphis, but Kristoff staying nice up and close to Memphis through that whole bit. Very snappy transition in the chase for Kristoff's little gap opening up by gradually closing it. Very nice little boop. A little boop. A love tap, if you will, on that last one.
I think preferring to call it a boop is a little bit better than just a love tap.
Indeed. I agree. I love this.
Boop. See, we don't get FD commentators or Driftmasters commentators calling a tap like that a boop.
It's a boop. Yes, indeed. The boop.
Yes. Now as the drivers switch it around.
Lights counting them down. Kristoff's coming off the line through that sharp chicane and down the straight. Swinging short into that and wide out into the first turn. Memphis following close behind. And then Kristoff smacked the wall and another one on that second outside zone. Memphis making sure to just carefully do the rest of his run. Almost spinning out, but it's an unfortunate event.
A very unfortunate event, but once again, this is drifting. No one knows how this goes.
We have a quick decision, and Memphis has won.
All right, Memphis Sylvia takes the win over Kristoff Boutons.
A very quick decision from our judges.
I need to add one car quickly to the server, and then we've got the last battle of the top 32.
Okay.
We'll be having our last battle after a brief intermission. We must add something to the server.
Because we didn't know he was turning up, and he has.
Apparently a driver that was previously thought to not be turning up is turned up. Has turned up. And we will be seeing who is going to be facing off against Will Simpson in this final battle.
Pepe Ruiz is
in the top 32.
So there's an E92 in it. Save that folder. Hopefully. Right.
We're going to be getting started back here.
I need to run for a pee. The server's reset. It's loading up. Can you get back in? And I'll meet you back here in a second.
Yeah, and I'm going to quickly do the same as well then.
Small break from the judges, as you can hear from that noise that just occurred. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good time watching the chaos unfold. So I'm having a good Saturday afternoon. So I hope you guys are having a good afternoon or evening, depending on wherever you're watching from, or even night.
Who knows? Who knows? It's mystery. But yeah, we'll be getting started back here in a minute. Be too much longer.
Just getting the final thing sorted out.
I'm back. Okay. Don't know.
All right. Well, it looks like we have Ilya Siklari versus Pepe Ruiz. Nicely into that first turn. Smoothly through that first inside and outside. Nice into the second. Little bobble from Pepe in the chase. But Ilya just very smooth in that very, very nice looking S14. I have no idea why I could be, man.
Yeah, is there a particular reason to this call why you're saying it's a very nice looking S14, Ian?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I might just be biased, but...
definitely not your character, is it?
Oh, no, yeah, not at all. Not even a little bit.
And by the way, you're not streaming in Discord.
Let me fix that.
There's some technical issues as well, and him being very biased towards a certain car.
Yes. But here we go.
If I had a car.
Are these actual runs we're doing, right? Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
There was an incomplete.
So apparently Ilya was unaware that we were battling. So,
Yes, indeed. We've had a lot of confusion.
alright.
And for anyone wondering, the final top 32 and top 16 bracket will be up at the end of this battle. So here we go. Actual battle taking place. Ilya Siklari versus Pepe Ruiz. Oh, yeah.
You enjoying someone driving your car, Ian?
I very
And
much
listening
like
to that sound of the RB?
Yes. It's amazing. Here we go. Nice flick from Ilya coming into that first turn, going out super wide, scraping that first, getting really close on the second and the third. Pepe struggling to catch up, having to play catch up nearly this whole run and nearly straightening out, showering up heavily to keep up with Ilya, who was staying very smooth through the whole run pretty much. Little hiccups here and there, but
Can you tell them the updated bracket will be up at the end if you have one? Sorry.
yeah. Oh, so the bracket apparently will not be up at the end of this battle. It will be up at the end. So at the end of the top 32, the bracket containing the final top 32 bracket and the top 16 bracket will be up.
Counting down, Pepe Ruiz off the line, coming through that starting chicane, down that main straight, leading in Ilya in that amazing S14. Ilya angling up a little too much behind Ruiz, but Ruiz hitting the wall, having to completely reinitiate. Ilya going very, very shallow. Big flick. Oh, with contact on that final turn. That is not what I expected, but it is what happened. So
I don't think anyone expected that.
Yeah, I don't know what to think from that.
Yeah, no one has really expected that. That was a very interesting battle.
Ilya.
Let's see what the judges call for that.
Well, looks like Ilya Sikbari has taken the win over Pepe Ruiz. Most likely for that contact with the wall that Pepe Ruiz had, that slight wall tap that he had in the lead. So, moving on. Ilya will be moving on to the top 16, facing
Will Sampson, which is rather ironic, as Will and I are quite good friends. And
very ironic.
Yeah, Will and I drive a lot together, so. And I'm just looking out my window right now. For anybody that would like to know, I'm looking out my apartment window and I see a PT Cruiser with yellow flames on the front.
Wow.
Yellow flame decals covering the entire front half. Like, entire front half of it. Amazing.
Can you let them know there's going to be a 5-minute setup, please?
I've just got that Ilya also hit him on the first corner as well. We've just been told as a message just came in.
There will also be a 5-minute being called from one of the drivers, so we will be waiting that.
Yes.
I'm
just been told as well. Very interesting though, a PT Cruiser with flames.
Yeah.
Very interesting choice.
It's a really, it's yucky. I don't like it. It
was quite a,
It was maroon, like the car was maroon, and the entire front half was just yellow flames, like yellow flame decals. It's exactly how you'd imagine it also.
Gross.
Yeah.
So maroon with flames. Very interesting choice. A bit bold.
Yeah.
I think is. I don't know if that's the correct word of bold.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have that in the UK, but just on like Vauxhall courses and like shit like that, or stuff like that.
You know, and then people doing terrible donuts in car parks with them as well.
Yeah.
At McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's probably the same in the States.
Definitely the same, but just it's more like flapped out Mustangs and stuff like that. Well, not Mustangs specifically, like G35s, EQs, just like what I mean. All those, all the sideshow boys that we love so much.
All those things for the street takeovers and everyone praising street takeovers by just doing donuts, which Chelsea Denofa says you could just be taught one of those in 10 minutes.
I could literally be sleeping, and I could literally be sleeping and like have fallen asleep with my foot on the throttle pedal and just holding the wheel in a specific like direction, just holding it right, and you're doing the same shit they're doing. Like it's fucking ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the whole street takeovers is kind of ruining the sport of drifting and saying
it definitely is.
Everything.
It's giving a bad look.
What a strange world that we live in, where videos like that are okay, but everything else isn't related to car stuff on YouTube.
Yeah,
but very strange.
Martinez taking some practice runs here.
Yeah.
Preparation for his battle. With, let's see.
Do we have an updated battle sheet somewhere?
It'll be about 1 more minute and we should be back into the server.
Alright.
1 more minute and we're going back into battles again. Martinez just doing some practice runs. In the AMO livery of the S14.9. Very good looking car.
I love it, yeah.
Yeah. Do we have any idea? Oh, you go?
Oh, no, yeah, it's just one of my favorite liveries.
Yeah. Do we have any idea what James is going to do with that car this season? Since he can't
possibly Drift Masters, possibly.
I'm hearing possibly Drift Masters is the outcome.
Drift Masters, interesting.
That would be really cool. And everybody is begging him to come back to FD. That would be amazing.
I mean, him coming back to FD would be amazing, but
yeah.
I mean, he's got the old S15 shell. It's the old 2017 one that he's got, which he should do something with that. But he might have the same issue that Forrest Wang's having right now with the issue of being out for so long and not being competing for so long. He might have to wait till they change it to a bigger name of drivers instead of 37 drivers. So, I mean, it would be nice to see Forrest Wang do it again, but it'd be instead maybe Forrest Wang needs to come over to Europe and come do some stuff in his S14 or his S15.
Right, server should be back up, guys. Ready?
Alright. Looks like everything's back up.
No, you need to leave again and come back in.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting though if he does bring the S14.9 to Drift Masters.
Mm-hmm.
Would then the E92 become a backup car?
Huh. That's a good question.
Car that was dedicated as for Drift Masters. Yes. We're getting...
Alright. Why I am in... Must... Yeah. Oh, he is. Alright, so it looks like for our first half of the top 16 bracket, it's going to be our first battle, Caleb Dalpany versus Alex O'Hara. Our second battle being Igor Konuhov versus Matt Foster. Our third being Martinez Ostryka versus Emil Leyrud. And our fourth being Seth Hodges versus Zach Nation Miller. And in our second half, we will have Ethan Manema versus Nathaniel Lamping, Ilya Siglari versus Will Sampson, Johan Garcia versus Austin Neal, and then Davis Alexander's Minkins versus Memphis Sylvia or Silva. I don't know which it is because it says two different things on both of the sheets.
Ooh. Yeah, I think you've got that right with what it says. You gonna load up the stream soon?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just getting it.
What?
Alright. Get it starting back up here at the Tsujigiri Fun Comps. The weekend competitions. Basically, I'm hearing from the guys right now that it is going to be a much smoother ride. No server downtime from the background. No breaks. We're straight shooting it until we finish this competition.
So from here on out, it should just go straight to the top 4? Yes. First battle being Alex O'Hara and Caleb Dalpany.
Alright, we are ready to go. Got the go from the judges. Everything's sorted. We're back up and running. And now let's see. So, first battle is going to be Caleb Dalpany leading in Alex O'Hara. Caleb Dalpany in the SN95 Mustang. Oh, what's happening here?
There's a little bit of mix-up at the start. I think there's just some communication being missed.
Don't know if Martinez understands that we are starting.
Yes, I don't think he does
There
either.
we go.
Oh, I think he
now
does now.
Yes. So.
Okay, with a Mustang,
Caleb
Alex in the S14.9.
Live Axle versus Wise Fab Independent Suspension. Here we go. Caleb leading in. I cannot see my mouse.
Oh no, this is not a great start.
This is not good.
We might have missed the first half. Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, missed the first half of the battle, unfortunately. But Caleb coming very nicely into that third outside and fourth outside clip. Flicking nicely through, fully filling that inside clip at the last end and across the line. From what I could see, Alex was doing a very good job staying next to him and keeping proximity.
We have no idea about the first half, but
Unfortunately.
let's hope it was.
It was okay. It wasn't too bad.
We've been told it was a decent start from him.
They made it round. That's a good start for me.
They've made it round, so let's hope they can make it round a second time.
It doesn't particularly matter that we see it because me and Porter are only here for entertainment value.
Yes, we are just two. Yep, we're just.
Alright. Lights going off, countdown across the start chicane. Alex O'Hara goes in a flick into the first turn. Caleb matching his angle and entry position. Going a little deeper and swing perfectly onto his door to that second and third outside. And coming, oh my god, that was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Yes, a very good lead from Alex O'Hara and a very great chase from in that SN95 from Caleb Delphine.
A great lead that allowed Caleb to put down a great chase.
He did exactly what you needed to, just to success it, just to secure the win.
Yeah.
Maybe having live axles is the way to go with Mustangs now.
Maybe it's the wave, the wheel
Yes.
hop, and everything, and the stutteriness of it.
Yes.
The lurchiness, everything about live axles.
Yeah, because who needs Wisefab anyway? James Dean's doing it all wrong. As I say about a man who won FD 3 times for a championship. We have a judge's decision. We've just been told. There's a one more time. Wow.
One more time battle for the first battle of the public.
Yeah, who's more dominantly a one more time, and one of the other judges chose a different
Here
call.
we go. Caleb Dalpany in the lead position. Alex O'Hara in the chase. Lights go through the starting line and chicane and coming down the main straight into the first turn very smoothly. Caleb using all of the track to fill every zone and smoothly coming along the wall.
Ooh.
Alex straightening out
tapping the wall.
pretty heavily, making a tap at the edge of the first bit of the track. And otherwise, Caleb coming beautifully through the rest of the run.
Alex didn't do what he needed to do. Caleb did with his lead. Did everything he needs to enforce some mistakes from Alex. Let's see if they can turn it around. Maybe Alex can force some mistakes with Caleb. Just tapping that wall just made him mess up a little bit. So hopefully he doesn't do that on his lead. As they switch it around, Caleb in the chase, Alex in the lead.
Alex off the line, coming through the start chicane and down the main straight. Caleb chasing him close behind and into that first turn. Coming nicely into that first outside and second. Caleb staying real close behind Alex, making sure he's making mistakes. Smoothly and slow rotation through that last turn. Through that fourth outside and into the last inside. Oh, and Caleb making a bump with the wall, but it doesn't matter. The line.
Wow, a bit hairy over the last bit then.
Yeah.
Just causing an accident. I mean, it happens with Long Beach.
Will that battle go to? I think I have a win, but
I think Caleb's got this.
yeah,
He's done a great lead and a great chase. If Alex hadn't made that mistake at the beginning, and we've got it cool, it was Caleb that took the win, going on into the top 8.
Dalpany, yeah.
Wow. If Alex hadn't made that mistake tapping onto the wall, who knows which way that would have gone. Now, onto our next battle.
Igor Kunahov versus Matt Foster.
Another SN95. Another live axle vehicle. again, battling another car with Wisefab.
Yeah, here we go. And the countdown ends and drivers off the line. And Igor Kunov smoothly into the first turn. Matt chasing him, but Igor not filling the first inside zone at all, which made Matt have to take a kind of strange line. Igor making contact with the wall, but not enough to interrupt, and going super wide on that last turn, completely blowing through that inside clip. Missing it entirely.
Very interesting lead from Igor. That was interesting. It looked like it very unnatural from that Mustang, not doing what's supposed to. Like he didn't exactly have control of it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he was trying to sling it a little too hard in those turns. I think he was trying to showboat a little, which I respect completely. I have massive respect for that, but I think there's a time and a place.
Yeah. Just not here, and I think it's kind of screwed him a little with doing this. All he needs to do maybe is just stick it to him and see how he does with this half. With Matt in the lead.
Matt Foster in the lead. Igor Konohov in the chase. Coming off the line, Matt gunning it down the straight and huge bend in the first turn. Low rotation, but very fast. Igor having to play catch up for that whole first bit. Late transition behind Matt. Matt just opening up a huge gap to this whole course. Also blowing through that last inside clip, but not nearly as much as Igor. I think I have a advantage.
Yeah. I think it was the same as last time. I think Igor was still struggling in that Mustang. There's clearly something not right with that Mustang. Either a setup issue or something's going on with his wheel. Who knows?
We have a winner.
And we have a call already. Matt Foster takes the win. We've just been told from our judges that Matt Foster takes the win. Man. Maybe live axle isn't the way.
Yeah.
Wow. Emil Lanud against Martinez Ostrika. Wow. Martinez is in the lead this time. Emil in the chase. This is going to be a very, very interesting battle. Two very good drivers. Very talented drivers from this. Who knows which way this is going to go.
The drunken Norwegian man versus Martinez Ostrika, who is not drunk and is not Norwegian. Here we go. Both drivers at the line. Countdown starting. Martinez coming off the line and through that first, through the starting chicane, coming into that first turn, coming smoothly through that first inside clip. Emil sticking with him as much as he can. Emil playing crazy angle game in as the lock up. Oh man, has a little mishap. Martinez coming smoother through the whole run though.
I think the vodka is just setting for Emil and his driving.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too much for that.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too much on the old drinks there. Yeah. Someone should probably take them off him. If anyone's watching us and is near him, just walk over to his house and take his vodka away from him.
Feel the liquor. Do not let him drink it. He's had much.
Norwegian man has decided that this might not be the greatest thing to happen.
Yeah. Emil coming out the line and down this main straight into the first turn. Nice and smooth, a big angle entry. Beautiful and steady through that first turn from Emil. Just sending it and getting out on to scraping all of those walls and nicely through all the outside clips. Nice through outsides going forward. It's like beautiful.
If Emil didn't mess up in that first run, he might have got this. But maybe the vodkas have set in. maybe a bit too much to drink, and he's out enjoying it. But once again, this is a fun comp, and once also again, do not drink and drive. This is just primarily virtually, and it's just a bit of fun.
Emil said prior to this, he said, do not, well, this is the only time where I can drink and drift without it actually being dangerous, or without it being stupid.
And the judges have called
Ostraka has moved on to the top 8, beating Emil Leroux, which might not make his drunk self too happy. But, I don't know. I think Emil has already known that, in this comp, that he's not in the best mental state drifting, but yeah.
Well, it's either mental state or physical state. Who knows whether he can see or not.
Yeah. Alright, but here we go. Seth Hodges, the RY45 powered Spec 5D RTR Mustang, versus Zach Nation Miller and that 2JZS 14.9. Off the line, Seth coming big angle into that first turn. Really nice entry, similar to Emil's in his lead, and Zach sticking very close with him. Oh, Seth coming close out to that wall, actually getting his bumper, clipping into it. Very close. And Seth, both of those are, that was a beautiful run. Both of those were beautiful.
Yeah.
That needs to be rewatched right now. That was very close run from both drivers. I was focused on Seth's steadiness. That was great.
And doing exactly what the judges asked for.
Yeah.
In briefing, that was just exactly what they need to do.
All right. Seth is a little far forward, but he'll notice that. Zach Nation Miller off the line. Seth Hodges chasing him close behind. Coming down that main straight as fast as they can. Sending it into that first turn. Coming through that first inside clip. Zach Nation Miller crossed that first and second outside zone and smoothly into the third. Seth following close behind, not letting the gap open up. Through that last outside zone and into that, and contact from Seth Hodges, getting a little too confident on that last turn. I think that may have
cost him the battle. Before the end? Was that before the end? Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see how the judges choose this one, as that was just before the line.
Caused him the battle.
Yeah. Could have been a great battle. He could have made it to the top 8, but who knows?
Don't say this out loud, but I will say that the semaphore man just said he's seen videos from Ukraine less brutal than that.
Trying not to laugh.
Yeah, laughing at a joke.
We're not going to say what was just told to us just before. Because we will be taking.
A naughty boy.
The semaphore man is a very naughty boy by saying what he's just said. Oh my god, I can't believe he just said that. That is, wow. Glad he's almost not here in his voice chat to say that. That's terrible.
But, you know.
We're still waiting for the judge's decision at the moment.
We're still waiting for a judge's call. Still waiting on the judge's call as we're just sat here.
One judge.
All the other judges have made their calls. It's just one judge.
Right,
Zach has won.
Zach has taken the win.
Zach Nation Miller will go against Martinez Ostraka.
Wow.
In the top 8.
Zach is going to battle in the top 8. Ostraka for his battle to make it into the top 4. Wow, this is going to be very interesting.
Ethan Minema versus Nathaniel Lampin.
The first half of the top 8 has been decided. It will be in the first battle, Caleb Dalpany facing off against Matt Foster. And in the second, it will be Martinez Ostraka facing off against Zach Nation Miller.
Now we've got to do the other half of the top 8. Ethan Ethan Marina? Anyway, against Nathaniel Lamping.
Don't say.
I
Just don't say.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's Minema or
Minema?
Minema, yeah.
It's not
Ethan
Enema.
Minema.
Ethan Minema?
He is.
I believe he's in ESDA or something like that, or some higher level.
We've just been told that Ethan might be in ESDA.
Or he's in something like
Or
that.
some sort of competition, a very high level competition. But we could be wrong though, this just might be not the right information. Who knows? Now we're just seeing some practice just going on.
I like the way Ilya's driving my car, but
Okay, stop being biased towards your car.
I'm going to.
Okay.
He has my vote.
That's it. So even though he loses, if he loses, that will be just your vote.
He'll have my vote in my heart. He has my vote.
Yep. So he'll win just in your heart.
Yep.
I mean, I suppose that matters. Let's not
Even
just
if
give him
you lose this battle, man, you win in my heart. Here we go.
Man, only if I had a car in this. Yeah, man, if only my car was in this.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that would be a very, very different thing for me. But hey, there's always the phase 2. There might be a certain car in there for phase 2. You never know.
Like a lot of certain.
Yes.
There's a lot of. Oh, Will's coming and giving the lead. I'm very excited to see the performance Will's gonna put on.
Yeah, Will's been doing very well. I don't think I've ever seen Will drive though. I've known him for a very long time, but I don't think I've ever seen him drive. He's been actually doing very well.
He just recently got a better and more realistic feeling wheel.
Oh, do we have information on what that could be?
I think he got a T300. So.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
T300.
It's not
very good wheels.
But
no. Well, we said that as. Yeah.
All right, but
I mean, drivers off the line. Just quickly. Ethan Minema leading in. Ethan Minema leading in Nathaniel Lamping. Minema filling all those zones fully, and Nathaniel keeping close behind, not letting a gap open up, just keeping the angle and matching it as well as he can. Wow, that was beautiful. Coming through that last transition, that was Tinkerman. That was great.
That was beautiful. Just getting to the wall, he was just tapping him to let him know that he was there, and just kind of showing that he was all there, and not letting them fall behind at all.
Yes.
Doing very well in the chase. Now as they switch around, let's see if Ethan can continue on this.
Ethan Minema chasing in Nathaniel Lamping. Here we go. Lights counting down. Nathaniel coming across the line, through the starting chicane and down the main straight, firing it into the first turn. Using all the road he can, Ethan slight contact with the wall, straightening him out, making him have to reinitiate, but other than that, staying right with Nathaniel. Not letting any space open up between them. Great performance from both drivers.
That might have just cost him that battle.
I really
he tapped the wall and had to reinitiate. What an interesting turn of events. That just trying to use all the road, trying to get the advantage just to stay with him, but it kind of cost him. Let's see, maybe we're both wrong, and maybe it's the right way to do it. Use all the road, and we've got one judge call in. Let's see what the other two have to say. Still waiting on the other two judges. We've just been told that one of the judges is thinking very hard about this. There's apparently a very tough decision going on. Man, Ian, I don't think I would like to be in the judge's seat right now. What about you?
No, yeah. These are tough calls for these last battles. Oh.
We have a winner.
Nathaniel Lamping taking the win in this battle.
Oh, and look at the next battle. The next battle.
Oh yeah, the next battle is a very interesting one. So
Yeah.
we have the good gentleman driving my car, which obviously you have my favor, but we also have my boy, the Bonerman 420, Will Sampson, coming in the chase. Chasing in Ilya Siklari, coming off the line, both drivers coming through that starting chicane and firing down the main straight into that first turn. Oh! Ilya causing Bonerman to straighten out.
Will was showing a lot of angle.
Yeah, that was an interesting one. Other than that, a very smooth run, but
very good lead from the rest of it.
Yeah.
You gave him the commentator's curse. You gave him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should have picked up your own car. Now you've given Ilya a commentator's curse. Yeah. See, this is what happens when you're biased with your own car. Yeah. See, as the drivers switch around, Will to lead, Ilya in the chase. S14 with an RB and an S14.9 with a 2JZ. Also another battle of the ages of the engines.
Will Sampson off the line, coming through the starting chicane and down the straight, firing smoothly into the first turn. Ilya very nice, tucking up onto Will's door. Will coming wide and smooth through that second and third outside zone. Nicely into the fourth, flicking nice through that inside clip, fully filling it and across the line.
Both drivers doing very well.
Yes, Siglari doing a great job of keeping with that whole run.
Are you just saying that because it is your car, or are you actually being genuine about that?
Yeah, he was doing great. Like, genuinely, he was doing great.
No, yes, he was. He was doing very well in that car.
Yeah.
It's a very good car to use, and a lot of drivers, including yourself, were using it in the TGDC season. I mean, just personally myself, probably the best looking S14, just to go with you with a Zenki look.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, who chooses Kuki anyway? I've now just pissed off the entire audience who's watching us. This is
like those cars.
Yeah, who likes those S14s? I'm now going to get a ton of messages after this saying, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yes.
And what is the next battle we have on our list? Johan Garcia against Austin Neal. Two people that I'm pretty sure have driven a lot together. I'm pretty sure they're friends. I could be wrong about that, though.
They're very close.
Oh, yes. We're still waiting for the decision first, though, before we go to that battle.
Oh, we got a decision. Okay. Yeah.
Will Sampson takes the win.
Will Sampson takes the win over Ilya Siklari. Very unfortunately, but fortunately still, because I'm very happy for Will. But I'm also sad because I wanted
disappointed.
I'm both disappointed and happy at the same time. I wanted Ilya to do well. He's a great driver by the looks of what he's performed tonight.
So do you give commentator's curse with that?
No, I mean, I'd like to think I did it, but I probably did, if we're honest. So
you probably, yeah. Yes,
So
these two are two friends.
This should be a very, very, very good battle because Johan and Austin drive together a lot. They drive together nearly every day. So
Mm.
I've seen them get incredibly close on nearly every one of the runs that they do together, and they're incredibly comfortable driving with each other. So this should be a very big battle, but a very challenging one, especially for the judges too.
Yes. Very difficult decision for both of them. Which way this goes?
All right, here we go. Johan Garcia leading in, Austin off the line. And here we go.
Yeah.
Austin staying very close to Johan through this first turn, first outside clip, and second, very smooth. As I said, these drivers staying incredibly close to one another, matching each other's angle, matching each other. Oh, and as I
Ooh.
say that, I spoke too
There's
soon.
been
There's
contact
been
on the last
contact on the
corner.
final turn. I mean, I don't think that was really either of their faults. That was just them being friends and being
Yeah.
really cocky when they're fighting each other or
Yeah.
battling each other. So it happens.
They'll be swapping insurance.
I wonder who was at the hall.
After this.
Yep. Insurance will be exchanged after this to compensate for this
And
game.
other words and other things being said after this as well.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Austin Neal in the lead. Johan Garcia in the chase. Drivers off the line. RPS 13, 2JZ coming into that first turn very smoothly. Austin beautifully through that first inside and outside clip and through the second. Wow, scraping the wall. Using up the entire... Oh, a slight contact. And a contact with the wall by Austin. This is unfortunate. I really think this is going to be a one more time.
I think
It was a contact at first because Austin rotated, but yeah. In my books, that would be a one more time. But I'm not the judge.
Yes. Yeah, judges have a very difficult call as there was an accident on the last one, the first half of the battle, and on the second half. So, very difficult for the judges. Lots of taps and lots of scrapes. Let's see how the judges choose this. I would have gone with the same decision as you, Ian, as a one more time. But again, as well as what you've said, we're not the judges.
Yeah. Definitely. We shall see.
Let's see which way they choose to go with this. Yes. The judges know what we think. Let's see what they think of this whole thing. Let's see.
Yeah.
Austin did make mistakes on the first and the second, but who knows? Who knows which way this can go? Still waiting on the judge's call. Still deliberating on what's going on. Still no answer. Wow.
We may have a one more time. Oh.
Still no decision from the judges. I still think it's going to be a one more time, since how much they're choosing about this. We have one answer from the judges. Let's see what the other two judges choose. We've got a second call. Still waiting on the third and final judge. What has he chosen? Let's see which way this chooses to go. All three judges have chosen Johan Garcia to take the win over Austin Neal.
Johan Garcia moves on to the top 8, the Great 8 of this competition, taking place in one more battle after this last battle of the top 16, with Davis Alexander's Minions facing Memphis Silva, or Sylvia, in the chase. Davis will be leading Memphis in this run.
Two very good drivers.
Yeah.
Davis, the drivers we're not familiar with, but he did very well to get this far.
Yeah. Alright, light counting down and drivers coming off the line. Davis coming through that starting chicane. Both drivers flicking nicely into that first turn. Silva doing a great job to try to keep him with him. Silva did straighten up, causing him to completely lose his leeway. Or not his leeway, but his progress onto Minton's door, making for a giant gap between them. Well, Porter, I don't know about you, but I think this will be a battle in Minton's favor, unless completely.
Yes, I agree with you. That will be definitely in Memphis's favor. Yeah, I think Memphis has got the advantage here over Davis.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't see it. There's a lot of separation there and that.
Yes. There was a little bit of separation in the first off, so
Alright.
Let's see.
Here we go. Alright, Memphis Sylvia off the line, leading in Davis Alexander's Minton.
Massive gap.
Yeah, huge gap on this first turn.
Oh,
and then Memphis
going into the wall and causing Davis to crash.
On this first turn. I really thought that Memphis had a shot at taking back this battle, at showing us that it was really his battle, because Davis had opened up a gap, had let Memphis open up a gap on him, but because Memphis slowed down so much and didn't commit to throttle, he made contact with the wall net from Southside, which is very unfortunate. Memphis is a great driver, and stuff like that happens. So,
yeah, this is the problem with the sport. Stuff